partnering, a sold-out event. We have been talking about this. You want to talk about an economy? Well, Mr. Obama, we are thriving, and we don't need your help because change does not exist in Washington. If you're tuning in for the first time, this show is about wealth creation and wealth protection, things that are affecting you in today's market economy, and we have a great show. Hello, everyone all across the United States. Hello, everyone in Canada, and it is really warm here in Los Angeles this weekend. And are you enjoying the weather, Los Angeles? Yes, anything that has a minus I don't particularly like. So we got a big show here today, big guest. We're going to have Bruce Buffer, voice of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, calling in. We're going to have Wayne Allen Root, who's also going to call in. He's going to talk about the political situation in Cairo and how does it affect us all. And the great Gene Simmons from KISS is going to be here live on the radio show. Also a speaker here at Mega Partnering at the end of the day. We're at the Renaissance LAX, and we're having a good time. This is the greatest audience. Give yourself a round of applause. I'm telling you, we're creating our own economy. There is such a great energy here. Also on the panel, we got a panel here live on stage. We're in front of everybody. We got my right-hand man who's a really master of helping people, making things happen. He's also a specialist in turning people's lives and business around. Damien Elston, welcome. Give Damien a round of applause. Oh! How you doing, buddy? You look a little nervous.
Doing great.
Is this mic on? Are you doing good?
I'm doing great.
I told him about 2 minutes ago he was going to be on the radio, so he still doesn't know what he's supposed to do. I'll tell you after the show. We also have a fantastic gentleman who specializes in bulk REOs and bulk notes and really taking the country by storm. Mr. Don Roberts, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
You
Good morning.
excited about that?
You bet I am.
You
bet.
And also Mr. Left Brain himself, but he's the surgeon of success, slicing through the exact things, knows his numbers better than anybody. His specialty is maps and reinventing the way real estate is done all across the country. Mr. Phil Grove, how are you?
Good morning, JT. Doing great.
Now, one of the key important components of success, it says, listen, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now. You've got the Cairo situation. This morning, it got announced that President Musharraf has an arrest warrant. The political climate is very unstable right now. You've got gas prices going up all the way across the country, and people are wondering, are we heading for a double dip? Are we heading for a bubble? And my philosophy on this is that, listen, if you are going to succeed, you need to create your own economy. You need to start doing things differently. And we talk about differently is that if you're doing what everybody else is doing, chances are it's not going to work. It's very different, whether it's marketing, branding, positioning. The game has changed. The market has changed. How we do business now is very different than how we did business 6 years ago or 6 months ago or even 6 days ago. The world is changing every single time, and we need to diversify. Now, I'm going to ask you, Phil, in this situation, a lot of people say you can't make money. Whether you're in Canada and the United States, there's a lot of people that are afraid right now. What do you tell the people that are afraid?
The biggest opportunities exist for those who create the solutions for the biggest problems. And there's a lot of problems out there, so look for opportunities to create value and solve the problems. And there's fortunes to be made.
Is President Obama a problem?
You're putting me on the spot, JT.
Yeah, it's called a radio show. I'm sorry, I'll clear the questions next time.
I think you should create your own change.
Listen, 790K... Yeah, change you can believe in is not good. Create your own change will be the next slogan. You'll make a great politician. But tell me, I want to ask you another very important question. I'm going to go Damien on here. And in terms of the economy and what we need to do, the tax base is all over. They keep taxing the people that have the money, which seems to be unfair because why not tax the things that are being done? So I want to ask you a very personal question, Damien. It's very important. I know your wife is listening right now as well.
No pressure.
No pressure or anything. Do you think we should legalize prostitution?
Oh, man.
I absolutely do. It is the longest profession in the history of the world, and everybody needs to make their money.
All right, we're going to go to your wife here and see what she thinks about that. Why don't we give her a phone call? Don, I'm going to ask you the same question. We talk about the tax bases. California talk about legalizing marijuana to get the tax dollars. Same thing. We're joking around this, but instead of finding ways to tax the people that are like this audience here, are people listening to this radio show, we're the #1 show all across North America, qualified A players. In fact, when you listen to the commercial, you're going to find out how you can qualify if you are an A player, if you have what it takes for my $5,000 class, which is always sold out, and we are going to pick the A players who are listening to this radio show and change lives forever. But Don, what do you think about legalizing things like drugs and prostitution, things that are already being done?
You know, I really don't have a position on that officially.
Now you sound like Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Well, you know, I'm going for office too. I'm going to be your running mate. No, you know what? I don't think that that's where I want to be able to make my money. I think the government ought to just stop taxing so much and creating the stimulus to be able to put the money into hiring more people, to doing more things, and creating that economy.
Well, we're talking now about, for example, we gave $1.6 billion to Cairo, Egypt. I know Canada's also putting some help there. And I don't understand. And maybe because America and Canada were considered to be the superpowers of the world, we have this responsibility to help. But you know what? I'm sick and tired of bailing everybody out. Why don't we bail the people out here in America? Why don't we bail the people? Yeah, I think people agree here. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Bail the people out in Canada. We need to focus on our own. We need to make sure that North America, the United States, and Canada, that we are taking care of our own. And I'm sick and tired of taking care of everybody else, because here you are. We're all here. We're all learning. We're trying to succeed. And then the more we work, the more they want to get taxed and penalized. I mean, the State of the Union about 3 weeks ago, when Obama was talking about, you know, it's the responsibility of the rich to pay taxes. It's not a responsibility. I always thought the American dream, the Canadian dream was, you know what, the harder you work, the more you should benefit from it. And that's the frustrating part about this, is that we seem to be penalized because we are doing things that nobody else wants to do. We're an audience here, top 1%. And top 1%, if you're making $388,000 a year, you're in the top 1% income earning in this in the country, and $250,000 in Canada. We need to start doing things differently. If you're tuning in, this is JT Foxx here. We are live from a live audience here. A bit loud, I can't hear you. A lot of excitement here. We are mega partnering. In fact, if you want inside video of Gene Simmons, of Bruce, or what's happening at this event, go to megapartneringlive.com. We have a live ongoing blog. I want everybody here, text everyone you know, megapartneringlive.com. I hope that's the right thing. Didn't know we check it before. Can someone check before the next break if that's the one? Whoops. We're very impromptu. The interesting part here in today's market economy, megapartneringlive.com, and also we've got Gene Simmons coming a little later from KISS. He's going to talk about the political situation and what do we need to do to succeed. We got Wayne Allen Root, who they call the Warren Buffett of Las Vegas, and Bruce. I mean, it's really, really exciting. So I'm going to revert back to you in a very serious question. It's a scary time to be an entrepreneur in today's market. It's a great time, but it's scary, isn't it? Because of the unknown. How do you deal with the unknown?
Well, you know, I mean, right in the last couple of years, you've had to have a PhD to be a real estate investor, but there's also opportunity. If you get education, if you look at the opportunities in the market, if you solve the problems that the market's presenting to us, there's huge opportunities today.
One of the things, and here at this event, I've got two of my coaches, and I'm going to have my third tomorrow. Jay Abraham's going to be here, one of the world's greatest marketing and business strategists. To me, coaching and mentoring has been a tremendous thing in my life. To have people around me to bounce ideas, I just feel I can't fail. When you have a good surrounding people where you can bounce off every idea, in a way, you and I now share the same coaches. How important has coaching been for your life?
Well, I mean, you know, most people get stuck, they plateau at different business levels. Given an infinite amount of time, they might be able to sort it out and get to the next level, but you're going to get there much quicker if you simply let people who are already there pull you up.
And Don, what about you? How important has coaching been in your life? Since I personally coach you, so watch what you say.
Yeah. All right, are you paying me for this?
So let's cut off your mic here. Don, we can't hear you. Bad connection, Don.
No, really, when I first met you, I wasn't really sure what you were all about, but I decided to take a leap of faith in you, and you have helped me tremendously with relationship building and positioning, and it's made a world of difference in our business, I'll tell you.
And it's nice to be around like-minded individuals. There's so much negativity, and I hate negative people. I can't say. They just suck the energy. You know what negative people are like? CNN. Just can't stand them. You know, the bunch of Clinton News Network. The end of the world is happening today. Please do not do anything. You know what I mean? And so I can't stand it. I mean, it's negative news all the time. So, Damien,
so why did
are you a Fox News guy or a CNN guy?
I'm a neither guy. And yes, Barack is the problem. I have the guts to stand up and say
I think Damien got the memo.
And you got the memo, yes. Although he said, you know, it's interesting. What I like is taking people along for the ride. I think here we have some of the most qualified audience here at Mega Partnering. And more importantly, I feel like I'm surrounded with like-minded individuals. Unless you went to dinner last night, that's a whole different ball game. So I felt I was in a blue state at dinner, and this may be very inside, but for people that are here, we know exactly, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? Those, yeah. So
They've heard the stories.
They've heard the story. Well, we are going to go to commercial break. After the break, we're going to have Bruce Buffer, the voice of the Ultimate Fighting Championship and the $750 million brand guy, live on the show. Wayne Out a little later, the Warren Buffett of Las Vegas, and Gene Simmons from KISS. This is JT Foxx. We are live and nationally, internationally syndicated. Listen to the commercial. If you want to come to my $5,000 class and you are an A player, listen to the commercial. I am the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. This is JT Foxx from the JT Foxx Show, live at Mega Partnering. We'll be back after a short break.